Hi, this is Ms. Barb at the Red River County Public Library. Today I'd like to go over your second week or week two challenge packet. This is for our new story walk. So come and do your story walk, pick up your packet, and here's what's in it. These are your challenges. You may select any 3 of these to do. You can actually do as many of them as you want to, but you only have to do 3 to get your reward. So here are the challenges. Take a picture of you with your favorite book and send it to us on Facebook or email it to us at rrlibrary@email.com. Now that's not Gmail, it's email with an E like Edward. Okay, challenge 2 is read in the bathtub or read on a blanket in the grass. Take the story walk and draw your picture of the elephant in the story. Or you could read a recipe and make a treat. And we do have a recipe here for you if you would like to use that one. Or you can use any recipe you'd like. Read over the phone for 1 whole minute to one of our librarians or one of your relatives. And we would love to hear you read, so you may call us while we're here between the hours of 12 and 5, Monday through Friday. Our number is 903-427-3991. Also, you may listen to this week's online story time with Ms. Barb, and we also do a chapter book for the older children and young teens. So if you would like to listen to that instead, that would be just fine. It will still count as one of your challenges. Complete one of the crafts from this week's craft ideas. So let's look at some of those craft ideas. Let's move these out of the way. The first one is our origami elephant. Now this is not a project for a very young child. This is for the older ones. It's a little bit challenging. So what I would suggest is go to the YouTube video that's in your packet. Go to this video and watch this person fold this elephant and fold it with him. Very good about pointing out which way to fold things and how to get to the part that you need to fold. And I was able to make this elephant just by watching him. So it's very good. You may try that. I also have a sheet of paper here with a line already drawn on it so that you can cut it out and have a square so that you can make your origami elephant. See, I already cut mine out, 1 square, so that I could make an elephant. So that's one of our challenges. And you can see, let me move this. You can see that at the bottom here, we have pieces for the elephant. So don't throw that away when you do your origami or if you do your origami. All right, and the craft that we're going to work on today is a milk jug elephant. I'm using actually a water jug, so either one of those work, but a gallon jug from milk or water, just make sure it's clean and relatively dry. You don't want to get water or milk all over everything. So start with this, and here is our instructions. And what I'm going to do is just read the instructions and do what it tells me. Okay, milk jug elephant. Materials needed: clean milk or water jug, scissors, let me move the elephant out of the way there, scissors, colored paper squares, white glue and brushes, and a marker or pen or pencil. I have a pencil. Now a lot of this will come in your craft bag. Oh, you will also need white card, and we have white card in here. We have tissue paper in lots of different colors. It's got green, yellow, blue, red, all kinds of colors here. And you will need to cut that into squares, about this size. And let's see, we have one more thing in here that we're going to need. I hope I have enough here. Where are they? Oh. Eyes. There it is. I have two wiggle eyes. There they are. And they do wiggle. All right, so I'm going to move everything aside for a moment except the eyes. Whoops, put that right there. I'll move these aside because I have already cut my squares and I have already cut my ears out of white card. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is take these. Actually, let's do this first. Set your milk jug like this. And what you want to do is make this the elephant's trunk. So you may need help to do this. I may need help to do this. But what I'm going to do is try to make a hole here, or, let's see. Gotta just make a hole like that. There we go. And cut it just under this to make a trunk. All right. See, that's the first part right there. Then I want to draw legs on my elephant, and I want one on each side. So I'm going to put one about right here. Oh, you probably can't see my pencil. Let me grab a marker so you can see it. Here we go. Here's a marker. So I'm going to draw, I hope you can see this. I'm just going to draw legs, from about right there down. One leg, two legs, three legs, one on each side, and four legs. You can pull this label off if you want to, but honestly, I don't care if mine has a label on it or not. I'm not very careful, so sometimes I get that instead. But that's all right, because I'm going to cut it right there anyway. Make an elephant leg right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut over. And again, you might need someone to help you with this. All right, I'm going to cut over to the leg there. I think I might make it a little bit wider than that. And I'm going to cut all the way down. Now, my jug has a bit of a line right here on the bottom, and I am going to cut across that line to make my leg. And what I'm going to do, I think, is just go ahead and cut all the way around my jug, right on that line. It's molded into the plastic, so that makes it easy to cut, or easy to see when I cut. So I have a sort of a straight line. And remember, none of this has to be perfect. We're not trying to be perfect. We're not trying to impress anyone. We just want to have some fun. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have some fun. Okay, now I'm going to make mine a little wider than what I had on there. There we go. So you can see I cut a bit of a leg there. And I'm going to cut from here over to the leg. There we go. Cut that out. Leg there. Now, this is right in the middle. See, here's the trunk. So that's the front. And right behind it, all the way across, is the back side. And you can see that on this back side, it's a corner, and I have a leg on each side. And what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to draw a little tail right there in between those legs. I'm just going to make a triangle. And you don't have to do this. I just thought it might be fun to have a tail on my elephant. Okay, so I'm going to continue to cut, and I'm going to cut out that little V shape so that I have a tail. I keep cutting over here to this leg. It's really not hard to cut once you get started, I found. There we go. And I'm going to keep cutting around to this leg. And again, it does not have to be perfect. It just needs to be fun. We want to have fun, don't we? All right. So, that is a funny looking elephant, but there he is. He's got a trunk, legs, and there he is. There's a book called Elmer the Elephant, and we'll be reading that book this week. And you can see where this craft comes from. But the elephant in our story walk gave us the idea to do elephants. So there's his little tail, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. There he is. Okay, now before I start putting these squares on the elephant, what I'm going to do is take my ears here. These are my ear pieces that I've already cut out from. What I did was, see, here's the sheet, and what I did was cut one out and then draw around it on my white card and then cut it out. So that's what we're going to do, and you can see that it's got a broken line. So what I'm going to do is fold that on that broken line or thereabouts so that it makes a sort of a tab. That way I'll be able to glue it to my elephant. Big ears. Okay, there we go. I'm going to fold that one. All right, so I folded my ears so that I'll be able to put them on my elephant like this. Okay. Now, before we put any paper on here, what we want to do is take our brush, and you don't need to use a brush like this. In fact, if you don't have a brush, you don't have to use a brush at all. And I would suggest that you put newspaper or something down on your table so that you don't make a mess and your mom doesn't get mad at me. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue all over that earpiece. I am going to stick different color in a line, kind of. I'll show you here in a minute. I can get them apart. There we go. There's a piece, and you see I'm not worrying about the edges yet. Let's see, I've got lots of colors here. There's a blue one. I want to make them in a line because that's the way Elmer is. He's got patchwork. Elmer is a patchwork elephant. All right, there we go. There's a patch. There's a patch. And let's put another red one. There we go. There's a patch. Oh, uh-oh, I tore my patch. It's okay because I can just turn it right over. See, I told you, it doesn't have to be perfect. We don't care if it's perfect. We just want to have fun. There we are. Okay. Now, once I do that, I can let it dry for a little while. And then I can come back and cut around that card like this so that the paper is the same shape as the card. There we go. All right. So I have one ear for my Elmer elephant. All right. And then what we're going to do, and it doesn't matter where you start. You can start with his trunk. You can start here. You can start on the back or the side. I'm going to start kind of on one side. I'm going to put some glue. Whoopsie. Put some glue all the way across like this in a straight line, or as straight as I can make it. Again, sure does not have to be perfect. All right, there we go. And I'm going to make some straight lines with my, or as straight as I can, and put some patches on my elephant. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's see what other colors I have here. Pink. And your packets have lots of colors, so you can really have fun with it. Make lots of patchwork colors. Okay, here's some more patches for Elmer. And in your bag, there's going to be more colors, probably some pink and yellow and orange as well as these. These are just the ones I had left over. So that's what we're using right now, just left over. And mine's not real straight, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be what? It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. So I'm going to straighten it up a little bit. But you don't have to do that either. All right, there you go. And what you need to do with Elmer is just keep adding rows of patchwork, and you can go all the way around. Make sure the edges of the papers that you're putting on here touch each other, so that poor Elmer doesn't have any bald spots. That would be funny, wouldn't it, to have bald spots? Okay, so just keep going until the whole thing is covered up with paper patchwork. And then once you finish that, you just take these ears and you can tape them on, or you can glue them on and put patches over so that it matches the rest of it. But you can put his ears here. And once you're finished that, you'll want to put his eyes on that. So that what we're going to have when we're finished is on your paper here. It's a picture of Elmer. There it is. So you want to just keep making patchwork until he's all covered up. The legs, his trunk, even his little bitty tail back here in the back. Okay, and when you're all done with those, I would sure like to see them. So if you decide to make Elmer the Elephant out of a milk jug or a water jug, please take a picture. Have someone, a brother or sister, or your mom or dad, or someone take that picture for you so you can be in the picture with Elmer, and then post it to our Facebook page or email it to the library at rrlibrary@email.com. Okay, and I'm going to keep making my jug, and when it's finished, I'll post it. Whoopsie, gotta be careful not to push down. When I'm all finished, I will post it on the Facebook page also. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy this craft. Don't forget to join us every day. We're going to start at 2:00 with a picture book for the very young children, and then another picture book for the young but not tiny children. And then we're going to read our chapter book, which right now we are reading The Penderwicks, and it's a very exciting story. So I hope you will join us. This is Miss Barb at the Red River County Public Library.